What if I told you there's a simple drink sitting in your kitchen right now that might improve blood flow in minutes, but also exposes one of the biggest lies men believe about performance? Because here's the truth no one says out loud. If your body isn't working properly, no drink, pill, or shortcut will fix it. And today, we're going to break that illusion wide open. Let's start with something most people misunderstand. When men think about performance issues, they think it's a local problem. They think something is wrong down there. But biologically, that's completely wrong. An erection is not just a physical reaction. It's a full-body event involving blood vessels, nervous system, hormones, brain signals, and most importantly, circulation. If blood doesn't flow properly, nothing works. No stimulation, no response, no consistency. That's why the molecule at the center of all this is something most men have never even heard of. That molecule is called nitric oxide. And it's not hype. It's one of the most important compounds in your entire body. Here's what it does. Relaxes blood vessels, expands arteries, improves oxygen delivery, enhances circulation. When nitric oxide levels are high, blood flows easily. When they're low, everything becomes sluggish. And here's the dangerous part. As men age, nitric oxide production drops. Blood vessels stiffen. Circulation weakens. So what looks like a performance issue is often just poor vascular health in disguise. Now let's talk about the first ingredient. Pure, unsweetened cocoa. Not chocolate bars, not sugary drinks, real cocoa. This is where things get interesting. Cocoa contains compounds called flavonols, and these have been studied extensively for their effects on blood vessels. What do? Increase nitric oxide production, protect blood vessels from damage, improve artery flexibility. In simple terms, cocoa helps your blood vessels behave like they're younger, and that matters more than people think. Because again, this is not about stimulation, it's about delivery. If blood can't get where it needs to go, nothing else matters. The second ingredient? Cayenne pepper. Now this one surprises people because most think it's just about heat, but biologically, it's doing something much deeper. Cayenne contains capsaicin, a compound that activates receptors in your body. This triggers increased heart rate, expanded blood vessels, release of dopamine and endorphins. In other words, it wakes your system up. It creates a temporary state of heightened awareness, increased sensitivity, improved circulation. And when combined with cocoa, that's where things get interesting. When you mix these two together, you're not creating magic. You're creating a short-term circulatory boost. And that's why people report warmth in the abdomen, tingling sensations, increased responsiveness. But let's be very clear here. That sensation is not the goal. It's just a signal. A signal that blood flow is increasing, nerves are activating, your system is responding. But here's where most people get it wrong. People hear this and think, perfect, I've found the solution. No, you found a temporary amplifier, not a fix. Because if your baseline health is poor, this won't save you. Let me say that again. This drink cannot fix broken physiology. If you have poor diet, no exercise, chronic stress, bad sleep, then this is like putting premium fuel into a broken engine. It might run slightly better, but it's still broken. If you still want to try it, do it the right way. Simple protocol: 200 milliliters water, 2 teaspoons unsweetened cocoa, a small pinch of cayenne, heat gently, do not overboil, let it cool slightly, then add honey if needed. Drink it warm. Start with minimal cayenne, because more is not better. Too much? You'll just irritate your system. This is where most videos stay quiet. But it matters. Avoid this completely if you have stomach ulcers, gastritis, acid reflux, gout, because cayenne can make all of these worse. And again, just because something is natural does not mean it's safe for everyone. Now we get to the part most people skip, because it's not exciting, it's not quick, but it works. If you want real, consistent improvement, focus on 1. Movement, especially lower body training. Why? Because your largest blood vessels are there. Train them, and circulation improves everywhere. 2. Sleep. This is where your body repairs itself. Poor sleep equals poor hormone balance equals poor nitric oxide production. 3. Stress control. Chronic stress destroys vascular function. It literally tightens your blood vessels. 4. Nutrition. Not just supplements, but overall diet quality, because inflammation is the silent killer of blood flow. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. There is no shortcut. Not pills, not powders, not drinks. Only tools. Some tools can help, some can amplify, but none can replace discipline, consistency, biology. So if you're curious, try the drink. See how your body responds. Pay attention to the signals. But don't confuse a temporary boost with a real solution, because the real transformation doesn't come from what you drink once. It comes from what you do every single day. And once you understand that, everything changes.